Well, good morning, guys. Good morning. And I am so glad that you are here with me on today. Well, listen, on this chosen conversation, I just want to let you know that I hope you all had a Merry Christmas. And for those of you who celebrated, happy holidays to everybody, to you and your family. And I hope everything is great for you all and your loved ones. Well, I just wanted to give a shout out. This is the first person to sow a seed into the community here for the chosen ones, and it is Anna Robinson. Anna, listen, I really appreciate your contribution and your sacrifice of sowing into the vision that God has placed in this community. And Anna, this is not the first time that you have actually sowed a seed. This is the second time. And I just want to say right now that because of the seeds that you have sown into this community right here and into this vision, because this vision has the oil of God all over it. As a matter of fact, it has prosperity all into it. As a matter of fact, I got prosperity and expansion and multiplication all on top of me. And I just want you to know, because this community is in alignment with the Father, that I can assure you that you're going to get a recompense. You're going to get an overflow on the seeds that you have sown. And I just want to thank you so very much. I love you. And anyone who wants to make a donation to the channel, you can do it through CashApp at $ShondaiNspires. Okay. Thank you, Anna. I love you. Merry Christmas. But I wanted to reach out and I wanted to talk to you guys today about knowing that you can be whatever you want to be in your life. Knowing this, because a lot of times as a chosen one, we have people constantly telling us what we cannot do, what we cannot be, what we cannot manifest in our lives. Because the enemy is so concerned about you because of the power that you possess, chosen ones. And a lot of you are wanting to break free of the 9-to-5 grind. A lot of you are wanting to experience love that you've never experienced in your entire life. A lot of you want to have just peace that dwells in your home because it's hell in your home. A lot of you want to just have a life and have it more abundantly, whatever abundance is to you, because we're all different. But the enemy wants you to always get stuck in the narrative of I can't. The enemy always wants you stuck in a narrative that I don't have enough of this. The enemy wants you to always be stuck in a narrative where you're always looking back. And they always want you to be stuck in a narrative to where you have a complex about yourself. But I'm here today on this chosen conversation to remind you that you were fearfully and wonderfully made in the image of God. I wanted to tap in today to remind you that you're capable of more than you're giving yourself credit for. I wanted to tap in today to remind you that whatever you feel is always real, and whatever you think you can always accomplish. I want you to understand that you can do whatever you like. You can do whatever you like within the will of God. You can create whatever you like if you believe that you can. You can walk on water if you want to. I'm just going to go forward and say, the Lord is waiting on you to get out of the path and the boat of limitations. And he's actually wanting you to walk on water. See, it may have been a sacrifice for Anna to sow a seed into what she sees that God is doing, but prosperity has my name on it. Expansion has been assigned to me. As a matter of fact, abundance pursues me. And anyone who sows a seed up into this community gonna always get a recompense and an overflow, because God is entwined in this community. See, a lot of times we don't want to make investments into our future when we know that we have goals and we have dreams. We want to sit on the sideline and we want to say, well, when I get this together, I'll do it. Or when I get that together, I'll do it. And then we wonder why we don't attract what we want into our lives, because God is saying, while you're waiting on me, I'm waiting on you. God said, I'm waiting on you to shoot your best faith shot. God is saying, I'm waiting on you to put some skin up in the game. God is saying, I'm waiting on you to believe that you can sow a seed and that you can receive it. God is saying, I'm waiting on somebody that's going to sow a seed into the river of faith, honey. And once you sow it, go ahead and walk walk on top of the water. God is saying, I'm looking for somebody who knows that they are that good seed. I'm looking for somebody who knows that when you sow a seed, that my spirit is going to fall on you and penetrate you to where you get a 30, a 60, or 100-fold return on what you have sown. See, the devil wants to take your mind and put it on things that's real, real small. He wants to take your attention and put it on things that's real blurry. He wants to take your money and grit like that thing into poverty. But I heard the Lord say, I want to take you to next level. God is saying that I want to take your life to the next level. And so the question now becomes, what are you willing to sacrifice in your life, in whatever area it is? And I'm not just talking about on this channel. I'm talking about personal chosen ones. What are you willing to drag to the altar and nail it there and believe God is going to deliver you from that? Are you willing to drag your heart to that altar and nail it there so that God can mend it? Are you willing to drag your mind to that altar and nail it there and believe that God is going to regulate it? Are you willing to drag your health to that altar and believe that God is going to restore it unto you? Are you willing to drag that addiction of brokenness to that altar and know that God is going to deliver you? Are you willing to drag that old self and that old bad stank attitude to the altar and know that God can give you a peace that passes all understanding inside of you? Are you willing to drag your last, like Abraham was going to do, to that altar and wait on God to send a ram to give you the breakthrough to provide for you? What are you willing to sacrifice to make sure that you get what you want in this life? What are you willing to bring to the altar and nail it there so that you can get everlasting life? So the question now becomes, what are you willing to do to put some skin in the game for yourself? Because a lot of times we don't get things because we don't believe in ourselves. We feel that we can build businesses, create great things with minimal effort and sacrifice and putting things into investing into that. But what I have learned in my life is that I had to learn to put myself first. I had to learn to put my relationship with God, that higher intelligence, before anything on this earth. I had to understand that that was the lifeline for everything that I wanted to experience. And then God was able to expand my mind to understand that I needed to hold love in my heart, so that when anyone has an experience with me, they see not me, but they see God. I had to learn that if it was a vision or something that I had in my mind that God gave me, I had to nail it to the altar, and I had to put a sacrifice on top of it. I had to put time in it. I had to put money in it. I had to put the Spirit of the Lord all on top of that. So the question now becomes, what are you willing to sacrifice to get to the next level? What are you willing to nail down to get the breakthrough? Because your enemy don't want you to have it. They want you to continue to be just where you are, because you're able to easily manipulate from the angle where you are. But as a chosen one, you are far different than anyone that's walking on this earth. And God needs you to take something and put it on the altar so that he can show up, show out, and blow your absolute mind. And until the next video, guys, peace. Bye now.